Good evening and welcome to the 13th FSTS graduation of 2021. So far we've graduated 187 frontline supervisors, and this evening we celebrate the graduation of 16 more, and I couldn't be more proud of the future leaders of UPS. Each of you brings something unique to the role that you're in, and I hope this class has shed some light on the things that you need to become even more effective at your job, and it is the most important job here at the district. I hope you guys still realize that. But now you guys face the difficult part, right? Now you have to take what you've learned here and take it back out to the operation. And you've kind of been working out, right? You just don't become a leader overnight. You guys are already leaders, but you guys will become better leaders over time. So if you take the things that you've learned at this class and you actually apply them nightly, the first night, just like working out, you look in the mirror and you're probably not going to notice a difference. Your upper management probably is not going to notice that much of a difference. But if you give it a couple of weeks and you keep applying the same skills that you guys learned here in class, and maybe a month down the road, you're going to notice a little bit of difference, and your upper management will notice a little bit of difference. But when you get 6 months down the road, you're going to notice a huge change in your work group itself, as well as the management perception of you guys. And I want you guys to realize that long after this class is over, Michael and I will always be here to support you. All right, so don't hesitate to come back and ask us anything that you guys need. But let's not forget what you guys have learned over the last 2 weeks. The difference between managing and leading, right? A manager is an appointed title, and there's a place for it, and there's things that you have to do to manage the operation. But what you aspire to be is a great leader, right? Remember the importance of leading all your people and not just part of them. Because when you lead all your people, you get a workforce that becomes 50% more productive. Remember the lesson of being fair and consistent and not leaning on your employees. Accountability works if you administer it correctly. Remember to engage with your employees. You need to build that special bond with each and every one of them. Your employees won't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Remember how important attitude is, and remember the things we covered in class here aren't just UPS lessons, but they're life lessons as well. No matter where you are in life, start singing in the mud if you need the help, and don't ever ring that bell. The class wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the help of the Worldport management team coming in and giving presentations. I always like to thank them for their flexibility, and I'd like to thank the ones that are actually taking over for other people that have retired and moved on to the second part of their life. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Jeff Semenick for his talking points, Jason Foote for his, Norman Seawright for all he does, as well as Houston Mills. Norman always does a great job of wrapping things up and reviewing what we're reviewing in class. This class had a special visit, like I said earlier, from Houston Mills. He stressed that progress demands sacrifice. He told us to have the spirit of the squirrel, the way of the beaver, and the gift of the goose, and to remember to walk a little bit faster and smile a whole lot more, right? So Norman reinforces the difference between leading and managing, stresses the difference in teamwork, and we actually learned a lesson in teamwork, right? Because every time we wanted to do a test review, everybody wanted to do it in the team atmosphere, right? So again, take that back out to your work area, and it's amazing what your team will do. He brings some of the importance of building a relationship by actually getting to know each and every one of you guys in only the 2 hours that he is here. And he tells you to continue upon build upon your own brand, and to stay in school, get your education, and always sharpen your saw. Thank you again for all you do, Norman. Now I'd like to turn the podium over to Michael, my right-hand person, I guess I'd like to say, the guy who actually keeps things moving behind the scene and does a great job. Michael?
Thank you, James. Good evening and congratulations, class. I'd like to start off with the legacy. This is my favorite legacy, and it's the legacy that's on your guys' certificates. Within each of us, there is a mysterious innate force that drives us onward. It wants us to do better and be better. If you will but heed the voice, nothing on earth can stop your progress. And I've had the honor and the privilege of working with you all for 2 weeks, and I can confidently say that I've seen that force in every single one of you. But now comes the challenge. And I'm going to challenge you guys to take this driving force and to take all the things that we've learned in class and to take the competitive spirit that I've seen you guys show and absolutely shatter records. And when you do, when you break those records, remember those that helped you get there. Which brings me to my next point, networking. You guys have so many resources here at Worldport. You've got your management teams that are so invested in your success, and take the opportunity to learn and grow from them. You've got the people sitting beside you. This class, whether you know it or not, you're linked forever. You will always have each other. And if, for whatever reason, you ever feel alone, you know that James or myself is always a phone call or an email away. So don't ever give up. You all will do great things in life. And I'm confident to say that the future of UPS is in good hands. So without further ado, we'll begin graduation. First we have Michaela. Michaela scored a perfect test score, was our Knowledge Bee winner, and was part of the winning competition team. Congratulations, Michaela.
Hello, my name is Michaela Johnson, and I'm currently in Unload Soup and Wing Bravo. I've learned many things during these last 2 weeks in FSTS, but I feel one of the most valuable things that I can take back to the operations with me is just knowing the difference between being a manager versus being a leader. I feel that this is the most important thing just because I don't think I can run an effective operation without having a good relationship with my employees, and also them knowing that they can just come to me with anything and knowing that they can trust me. Thank you.
Next we have Jana. Congratulations, Jana.
Hello, my name is Jana Rothrock and I work in DICE. One of the many things I learned in FSTS is that building trust requires credibility. You have to have integrity, intent, capabilities, and results. A person of integrity that does not produce results is not credible. If you are not credible, you are not trustworthy. Employees need to trust that I can make decisions. Thank you.
Next we have Alexander. Alexander scored a perfect test score, was part of the winning competition team, and was voted best dressed. Congratulations, Alexander.
Good evening. My name is Alexander Clark. I am a supervisor on the 911 ramp. One of the many things that I learned in FSTS is the importance of morale. It is important because without it, your employees don't give you that extra 10%. That extra 10%. Make work fun for them. Make work be that place that they can go when they aren't, maybe their home life isn't the greatest. Whether that's food parties or just little things like saying great job or thank you, anything helps. Thank you.
Next we have Kayla. Kayla scored a perfect test score and was our Jim Casey Legacy Award winner. Congratulations, Kayla.
Hi, my name is Kayla Weaver. I work in the South Core Unload, and one of the many things that I learned in FSTS is the difference between power and authority. With power, it is the ability to force or coerce one into doing the will that you need done. Authority is the skill of getting that will done, but what you use is, the will is who you are. So you can use power to force someone to do something, or you can use authority and they want to do it because of who you are. Everyone can have some power, but but authority is given. FSTS taught me about my authority and how to help in each area that I become a part of. Thank you.
Next we have Jasmine. Jasmine scored a perfect test score, was part of the competition winning team, and was also voted best dressed. Congratulations, Jasmine.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Standridge. I'm from One Day Wing Echo Outbound. One of the many things I learned in FSTS is the difference between a manager and a leader. A manager is about systems, and a leader is about people. Our employees are our #1 priority. We must develop, hold them accountable, create a fun, safe environment. We must be their coach, friend, mentor, and counselor. We must listen to them and communicate with them. UPS is a team, a family. Thank you.
Next we have Andrew. Andrew was a part of the award-winning competition team, scored a perfect test score, and was also voted best dressed. Congratulations, Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andrew Bachman and I'm from Small Sort Secondary. One of the many things I've learned at FSTS is how to be an effective leader and the importance of developing your employees. When I get back to the SORT, I'm planning to work on teaching my employees more about the operation and developing them into better employees and hopefully more.
Next we have Taylor. Taylor was voted most improved. Congratulations, Taylor.
Hi, my name is Taylor Lewis. I'm from Small Sort Secondary. One of the many things I learned in FSTS is the importance of building strong relationships with your employees. Without having those strong relationships, you're just some person that's above them and they don't see you as an authority figure or anyone who they would see fit to lead them. So whenever I go back to my area, I plan on building even stronger relationships with all of my people, just so I can go the extra mile with my team and get higher expectations out of my full-timer. Thank you.
Taylor had a perfect test score and was part of the winning competition team. The cool thing about this class was we actually had a tie on the group competition. For the first time in a year and a half that I've been here, we actually had two tables score the exact same amount of points, because typically it's one table blows them out. But very good job. You guys stood out as a class just for that reason. But congratulations, Taylor. Zalata had a perfect test score and was part of the winning competition team. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Zalata. I currently work at Wing C Outbounds. Coming out of FSTS, I can confidently state I learned many things. The most important thing I learned, the most simple, is safety. While we thrive to make service on every package, at the end of the day, we need to remember the people who, we should not forget about the employees pushing to get these packages out. We should worry about their safety as well. Thank you.
Diana had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Diana Gandy. I work in Next Day International, and one of the many things I learned in FSTS is that caring and mentoring our employees is one of the most important core values of a leader. And I want to work every day having my people think and having the people around me think. Our people won't remember what we say or what we do, but they will remember how they feel about us. Thank you.
Patrick, congratulations.
Hi, my name is Patrick McDonald. I am on one-day Wingy ramp. FSTS has helped me develop and cement the knowledge necessary for me to become a better leader for the organization. Various scenarios helped with conflict management, leadership management, and coaching and mentorship. I was also able to develop new relationships with other supervisors in other locations within our organization. And even though this is the end of FSTS, the real test now begins as we begin to shift back towards the operations. Taking everything we've done into account, we can utilize this class to help better ourselves, better those around us, and we will benefit the organization as a whole. Thank you.
Casey had a perfect test score. Congratulations, Casey.
Hi, my name is Casey Cockrell and I work in Small Sort Primary. One of the many things that I learned in FSTS is what exactly makes a good leader, and one of the characteristics that really stood out to me is that they always question why we do things the way that we do them, and they don't ever settle for an answer like, I don't know, that's just how we've always done them. I plan to use this idea moving forward to challenge myself, annoy everybody that I work with, and make improvements wherever I possibly can. Thank you.
Noah, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Noah Fortner. I work in Wing D. One of the many things that I've learned in FSTS that really stuck out to me is building an inclusive environment. And what I mean by that is finding the strengths in your employees and really having them excel and building them up to eventually take your spot. Thank you, guys.
Gloria, congratulations.
Hello, I'm Gloria Hobbs. I work in one day ramp shift. One of the many things I've learned in FSTS is becoming a better leader, knowing how to delegate wisely, setting goals for my team and my employees. I'm nervous. Having good communication, because when you have good communication on what's going on at the job, they understand it better. Recognize employees' achievements, and successful leaders make their organization a fun place to work. Think win-win.
And now with tonight's legacy presentation is the Jim Casey Legacy Award winner, Kayla.
Tonight I will be reading the legacy of our philosophy of management. Through joint effort, and not as the product of any one person's brain, we have our own special outline of management principles, our company's policy book. In that policy book are summarized the rules of the game. We've tried to keep away from unnecessary charts of authority. We want management without formality. We want professional management, yet on a personal basis. We want cooperative management. Of course, we have definite lines of authority. Of course, we want to know who is responsible for what. Of course, we expect everyone to know what the job is and do it. Such things are only common sense in any form of management, whether the business is large or small. Management of the type I speak of is more than cold, impersonal diagrams of authority and responsibility. It's more than hiring people and directing their efforts. Good management is making people do what you want them to do, voluntarily, willingly, and enthusiastically. Good management is taking a sincere interest in the welfare of the people you work with. It is the ability to make individuals feel that you are and they are the company, not merely employees of it. Good management is not just organization. It is an attitude inspired by the will to do right. Good management is your own worthiness to have and hold the confidence of others. Your associates really want to trust, respect, admire, and believe in you. It is your own fault if they don't. We cannot expect others to have confidence in us if we are deceitful, if our promises are not kept, if we resort to trickery, if we are not sincere in our hearts. A person's unworthy of another's confidence is half-beaten before the first move is made. And from this, one major part of FSTS is taking a person who is new to management and training them how to be leaders and not dictators. Yes, it's also about learning about the company, but it's also a place to learn and develop how to differentiate between power and authority and leadership versus management. Each day, at the beginning of each class, a policy from the policy book was read and then reflected upon by every team. This was to instill in us what is expected when we return to our operations. But the policy must be mixed with the legacy, which is why I chose this one. Good management is making people do what you want them to do, voluntarily, willingly, and enthusiastically. They want to help you because of who you are and how good of a leader that you are. If you show them that you are trustworthy, you respect them, and you build that relationship with them, they'll want to do work for you because of who you are. Good management is taking a sincere interest in the welfare of your people who you work with. One of the things that we talked about within the first, 3 days of FSTS was that we become counselors, we become teachers, we become coaches. We get involved with people's personal lives because they may have an issue outside of work that they just can't handle and they need you and they look up to you. Because another thing that we talked about is they may spend more time at work than they do at home. So it's important to realize that we're there for them in every shape, form, and fashion. Good management is not just organization. It's an attitude inspired by the will to do right. We all became supervisors because we want to help. I know personally, I wanted to become a supervisor because I wanted to help the operation and I wanted to care for people. Good management is your own worthiness to have and hold the confidence of others. If we're not trustworthy, the work is not going to get done. If we don't respect people, the work still isn't going to get done. And I know that we all got in this position so that we could see a better horizon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Caleb. What a great way to wrap up Supervisor Appreciation Week and actually having a graduation like this. I'd like for you guys to give yourself a round of applause for getting through FSTS. Michael, sincere appreciation for everything that you do for me. Thank you very much. Give you guys a round of applause for Appreciation Month as well, or week as well. Graduation's officially over. Go have some fun, guys.
Thanks, James.